Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about lower car payments and how they could actually be a bad thing. Now let me explain this. First and foremost, there are basically two ways to lower your car payments if you're talking about the same car. Obviously you can get a cheaper car, but that's not what I'm talking about. If you are talking about buying the same car, buying this car, but you want to lower your car payments, there are basically two ways to do it. The first way is to contribute more money to the car so that your loan isn't as big. The second way is to extend the term. Now, the first way isn't necessarily a bad thing. If I'm buying a car for $30,000 and I put down $5,000, that means my loan is for $25,000, okay? If I instead put down $8,000 or $10,000, so I put down more money, that would lower my payments, and that's not a bad thing because I'm lowering my payments, I'm also lowering my interest, the amount that I'm paying in interest, and so forth. Now, on the other hand, the other way to lower car payments, which isn't a good thing, is to extend the term. So if you look at car financing terms nowadays, you'll notice that they keep going further. Many years ago, the average term for a car loan was like 3 years. Then it became closer to 4 years, 5 years. Now it's closer to 6 years. So with that being said, we are constantly extending the terms of our car loans to do a few things. Number one, and the main thing, is that it lowers your car payments. So here's how it works. Let's say I buy a car for $30,000, okay, and I put down $5,000. So my loan is $25,000. The car costs $30,000, I put down $5,000. The difference is $25,000. So my car loan is for $25,000. Now, let's say, and these are just numbers for the sake of this video, these aren't real numbers, I'm just giving you an idea of how it works. Let's say I financed that car for 3 years, okay? My loan was $25,000, and the interest that I'm going to pay over those 3 years is $1,000, let's just say. So my total cost was $26,000 for the loan. Okay, so I paid $1,000 extra in interest. The loan itself for the car was $25,000. I paid an extra $1,000 for interest because they lent me the money for the car for 3 years. Now let's say I did a 5-year plan instead. Well, now instead of paying $1,000 extra on that $25,000, I'm now paying $2,000 extra. So a longer loan will result in lower car payments because I'm extending the payments of that loan. I'm breaking it down into smaller chunks. Instead of chunks into 3 years, I'm breaking it down into chunks of 5 years. But although the payments are lower, I'm actually paying more money, $2,000 in interest. Okay, so if I got a loan for 3 years, I would pay $1,000 in interest. Let's just say, if I got a loan for 5 years, I now pay $2,000 in interest. Let's say I get a loan for 7 years. Guess what? I now pay $3,000 in interest. So as you make the loan longer, as you extend the term of the loan, your payments go down. So you get lower car payments, but you pay more in interest. So if I got the loan for 3 years, okay, I would lose $1,000 in interest because that's the extra money I'm paying for the loan, but the payments would be high. Now, if I go to 5 years instead, the payments are lower, but I pay $2,000 in interest. So I'm paying more money back to the car loan company or the dealership, whoever it is that loaned you the money. If I go 7 years, I extend it even more, the payments go even lower, but I pay more in interest. So I think I've said it enough. Hopefully you understand. At this point, I've tried to drill it in so many different ways that hopefully I made it easy to understand. If not, leave me a comment down below and I'll gladly make another video to further explain it. But the point is this, let me just sum it up. You can get lower car payments in basically two ways. Number one is putting more money down towards the car. Perfectly fine. Great way to lower your payments. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually an amazing idea. The second way, however, is extending the term. Let's say you have a 3-year loan, you change it to 5 years instead. Okay, or let's say you're considering a 3-year loan, you choose 5 years instead, or 7 years instead. The longer that you make the loan, the lower that your payments will be, but the more money that you're losing in interest, the more money that you're paying in interest on that loan. So with that being said, a lot of car salespeople will try and get your payments to where you can afford them, but they might extend the loan in order to do that. And that's a bad thing because that's when lower car payments are a bad thing, not as good. Simply because when you extend the loan, you're actually losing more money. You're paying more money in interest, which means that you're losing more money. You're giving more money away in interest payments. So with that being said, it's just a simple thing to remember, okay? Whenever you want lower car payments, take a look at whether you are extending the loan or not. Because if you're extending the loan, then look at the amount of money that you're paying in interest. Ask to see that. How much money am I paying in interest on this car loan of 3 years compared to 5 years, compared to 6 years, compared to 7 years, however long it is. And that will open your eyes. And it's as simple as that. That is potentially why car payments, lower car payments, might be a bad thing. And I just wanted to communicate that with you in this video, so hopefully you don't lose more money in interest in exchange for lower car payments. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think as a comment down below. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.